Hello, everyone. Yay, I'm so excited. It's my first live on my channel after a long time. So I'm a little bit nervous. It's a new setup, new studio, new home, new country, new everything. So let's see how this goes. We have a lot to talk about today, and I'm so excited. I'm going to have a quick look at the chat and see who's here. I want to say thank you to everyone who's here and supporting my channel and supporting everything I do. I really, really appreciate it. And I have to learn how to look at the camera and not on the screen. I'll get that. I'm learning from Kempire too. Oh, let's see who's here. Natalie. Hey, hi. Thank you for being here. You're always supportive. Thank you. Love you so much. Appreciate you. Minky Finky, hello. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. So am I. I love that energy. I really love that energy. Paranormal, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. How are your exams going? Did you have them already? How did it go? Just let me know down below. Francesca's here. It's good to be back. It's so good to be back. I'm so excited. Hey, original Dalston girl. I haven't seen you in a while too. Lots of love to the UK. I miss everyone. I miss the UK. I hope you're doing good as well. Audrey, hi, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello. Oh, Queen Bee, miss you too. I'm really excited. We have a lot to talk about. So I don't want to spend too much time, but I want to wait while everyone comes in. Hey, Renee. Hey, lots of love to San Francisco. Yay. See, I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, no. Keep at it. Listen, paranormal, you're a busy woman. You've got kids, you've been studying, you're a single mom. I mean, honestly, it's a lot. Maybe the timing is not the right timing right now. So, and it's a sign. So, but don't give up. This is important. But the universe trying to tell you something, maybe you should focus on something else, which is yourself right now, rather than on these exams and these tests. Yes, I have been away because I've had a lot of changes in my life happening. And those are that I moved country. I lived in Austria. I've now moved to Greece. My mom is half Greek, so I kind of moved back to my roots. I used to live here a few years ago and I love it. And energetically speaking, it's amazing. My third eye is always open. It's crazy. I need to control it. And we renovated this house that I have, that I own, and that took, as you know, renovations take a while. And so that took longer than expected. And then we went on a 1-week holiday with the kids because the poor kids needed a break too. So there's been a lot, but now I'm back on work mode and I'm here and you'll be seeing a lot of me. Thank you so much. Yes, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. That helps the channel, it helps me. It also helps the algorithm pick up my videos in the channel so more and more people can sort of find Fan Tarot channel and I can reach out and help more people, which is why I started this YouTube journey. But it's been fun and I've made great friends along the way, and I met you guys. You're my family, right? I'm just gonna have a quick look again. Yes, I've settled back in and everything's good. You might see the background. I mean, let me know what you think about the background in the studio. I'll be changing things around, but I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think? I don't know what my sound sounds like right now. I'll figure things out as we go, but I've got you guys and I know you're supportive and I really, really appreciate it. Hello, sorry, what is it? Valena, welcome to the family. We are here to help support each other, empower each other. This is what this channel is all about. It's about empowerment and enlightenment, understanding your spiritual journey and feeling empowered on the way. And of course, I'm here to help you all along, this adventure called life. Right. Oh, Natalie, thank you so much. Thank you. That's my first super sticker. And it's from Natalie. And I'm also called Natalie, so it's special. And Natalie's been very supportive of me and Campire on both our channels, both of us, from pretty much from the start. And I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Natalie. I really appreciate it. Oh, Renee, that is so sweet. Well, I don't know if it's the break that did this or it's just complete exhaustion. It's funny because when I feel tired and depleted, my energy is completely depleted, everyone's like, oh, you look good. You look so fresh. And I'm like, nope, that's sleeplessness and tiredness. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Minerva, for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for showing me love. I would appreciate the likes as well, because that, as I said, that helps the channel. And it also helps me because sometimes I'm very self-conscious doing this. We're not all born to be in front of the camera and talk and multitask. I feel like a pilot in a cockpit because there's just so much going on here. But yes, I love the name too, Natalie. Minerva. Minerva, am I saying it right? Or is it Minerva? Where are you from? Oh, thank you, Paranormal. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. I'm going to change some stuff. Oh, there, over there. I'm going to add some more books and crystals. I have a lot to tell you guys. We have to catch up. We really do. Right. So before we start today's topic, which is the afterlife, which is what I felt, and I received a lot of comments on YouTube, on Instagram as well, privately. You have a lot of questions. You want to ask about your loved ones. So that's why I decided this is the right time to do it. The first live in this studio, in this country, in this home. To do it about the afterlife, because I love that topic, and I do understand that not everyone understands what the afterlife is all about. But I'll jump right in a minute. Before I start, let's talk a little bit astrology, okay? Because I love astrology, and I always want to give you the astrology tea per se. Right, so we have a blue moon coming up on the 22nd of August in Aquarius. Ta-da! I'm an Aquarius, as you know, Team Aquarius, yay. Now, what does that mean? Let me just explain a little bit about the blue moon, the full moon. So it's a blue moon, full moon, right? In Aquarius. So I want to explain to those who don't really know what that is and what that means. Right, so a blue moon means this is the third full moon of the season, and it's also the last one. And this full moon is the first and last full moon of August. It is the most powerful full moon of the year because it is the one closest to Earth. And as you have noticed, or you haven't, or you will notice, because now I've told you about it, you will see that the full moon will look huge on the 22nd of August. Now, what does the full moon mean? Right, so the full moon signifies an ending. Why does it signify an ending? Because things come to a full circle. That's what a full moon indicates, right? And also because it is completely illuminated, it means that secrets are revealed. You've been watching my lightning readings on Up and Adam's channel, on Campire's channel too. And when I pull the moon card, I always say, ooh, secrets. There's secrets there, and they're going to come out sooner or later. Because with that full moon, that's what it signifies. Now, during a new moon, what we do is we set intention. What we should do, if we haven't done this already, is set our intentions. Why is that important? Because when you set those intentions at a full moon, when the moon is starting to fill up, basically, it's at its beginning phase, then it works. That energy works itself, right? Up until the full moon. And because the full moon is the great revealer, it's all about, bringing things to a close. What you've set as intentions will come to play eventually if you keep doing that. Right. So the other thing about this full moon, this blue moon, it's aspected with Jupiter. Jupiter is, as I call Jupiter, the Santa Claus of planets. Why? Because he is the bearer of gifts. He is the bearer of good fortune, gifts, great energy. And aligned with Aquarius, Aquarius is the innovative sign of the zodiac, is the great thinker, is a little bit the boheme, eccentric, but the hippie per se. I like to call ourselves us Aquarians, the aliens of the zodiac, because we are a little bit we're a little bit in our own little world, and we like to learn about a lot of things and know a lot about a lot of things. And a lot of people don't get that. They don't understand us, because we can come across aloof sometimes or distant, but we're not. We're really protecting ourselves because we are sensitive souls. But at the same time, Aquarians like to look forward. They're innovative. And this is what this full moon is bringing. So if you have any ideas that you feel that might be a little bit out there, don't worry. Put them out there right now. Well, start now. And then this will be heightened during the 22nd of August. I want to also remind everyone that a blue moon, it's the energy of the blue moon starts about 4 days before and starts fading out until the 4th day after. So you have 8 days where you're feeling this energy. You're feeling this moon magic, let's just call it. So what you have to do, this is about bringing those ideas to fruition, those projects, ideas, anything creative, anything that's out there. Just don't be afraid to express it, to share it, to do something with it, just develop it, make it grow. Now is the time. And also what we're going to see on a more collective level is that we're going to see innovative. For instance, I don't know if you read today, but they said that they're going to use the mRNA, what's called formula, I'm going to say, in vaccines to also find a vaccine for AIDS. This is huge. But this, you see, this is what the Aquarius energy brings. And also we have entered the age of Aquarius. And as I've said, several times before, the last few months as well, and before, in 2020, is that what we're going to see is a lot of focus on science, medicine, innovative things. We're going to see nomadic behavior from people. People are going to be moving, relocating. We're going to see that a lot. And this is what's been happening now. We just left this Taurian energy, which was grounding, which was all about foundations. And now it's all about putting ourselves out there and just, bringing the future forward to the present. So a lot of things to look forward to. And just keep in mind about this blue moon. It's a good one. It's also a skeptical one. It's going to make you maybe, because Aquarius, the planet, the sign rather, is a stoic one. So it's going to make everyone a little bit more skeptical, a little bit more thoughtful, or inside their heads about certain things. But you're going to get clarity, especially around the full moon. So starting from the 18th of August and up to the 26th. Let me just check your comments. Is Aquarius considered a water sign? It is an air sign. I know, although the symbol of it is the water bearer, it's actually an air sign, which is why Aquarians are out there. You know, you all watch, I think most of you watch Beverly Hills, right? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So Kathy Hilton, who is my spirit animal, I have to say her, I love her. She's a Pisces, but she has a lot of Aquarian energy about her. She's quirky, she's funny, she's all over the place. She is, she seems a little bit ditzy, but trust and believe she's not. She's very smart. That's Aquarians. That's water signs. Fan predict the medical breakthrough thing on one of. Yeah. I also predicted that a lot of major catastrophic events were going to happen in August, and they have. For instance, the whole entire of Greece is on fire. Basically, it's been really bad, really stressful, really heartbreaking. There are fires nonstop, and they are part of this arson attack. I don't know. There are a lot of political things behind it. At the same time, we have Haiti, the earthquake in Haiti. There was a huge earthquake in Philippines. I did predict a tsunami coming. We're going to get a tsunami in August. So I do feel there's one more thing coming our way. And, that energy is building, and I do feel it's going to happen around the full moon. So. Yeah, and Haiti and Greece. Yeah, it's been a month. No worries, Queen Bee. You can catch the replay. Thanks for being here. Thanks. Work comes first. That's for sure. So, right, let's go back to. I don't know if anyone wants to ask anything about, the blue moon, the full moon, or about astrology, or I should just jump straight in to the afterlife and talk about that. I want to just check your messages and see what sign is the Taurus. Marsha, you mean what element is the Taurus? It's an earth sign. It's very earth sign. Kempire is a Taurus, for instance, and it's all about foundations, building foundations, about home. They just love structure, and they love organization, things to be in place. They're very super loyal, very stubborn too. But that's a good thing. I like stubbornness, and because that just proves that they believe in what they feel and they stand by it. And, it can be annoying for everyone else, but it's a good trait to have. Do you see anything for September? I don't feel anything for September. This August feeling that I've been having it for a few months now. I've been talking about it, I think, since before I moved. So around May, it was building up. And also, I know other mediums and psychics feeling the same way, expecting something big to happen. Now, we're seeing everyone's blaming climate change for it. Part of it could be it. But to me, it's an energy shift. And this is just to shake us up and wake us up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up, and not in the sense of, like truthers believe, and I'm not going to have this discussion about whether what they say or what they believe is, makes sense or not. But we need to wake up regarding energy in the collective and where the world is heading to. We've done enough damage, but it's not really our own fault, to be honest. As humans, it was part of this journey. It was part of this karmic lesson that we all have to learn. But now we all have to wake up and realize that together, as a collective, together, and our energy is closer to the source. And if we're closer to the source, we're able to elevate and level up. That's what we want. And that's what's happening. But there is resistance. And we should stop resisting. We should go with the flow, because it's going to happen. Sooner or later, the more we resist, the more traumatic it's going to be for us, for Earth, for the world that we live in. Hi, Shelly. I haven't seen you in a while too. I hope you're doing well. Aries Sun and Gemini Moon. Ooh, you're a social butterfly, Minerva. You're really a social butterfly, and you're like that fire sign, but also that air sign. Gemini is air sign, but in the moon, which means you react like a Gemini. Ooh, there's like, you can be moody sometimes. You can like, things that can annoy you one day can be, you can tolerate the next. And with that Aries sun, you're always ready to go. All right. Is a Pisces and a Taurus a good match? Depends. Listen, everything I say here is a generalization of the signs, because I need to look at your chart. There are a lot of aspects there that play, you know, that come to play. Pisces and Taurus, yes, it can be, but a good, because Tauruses can be homebodies too, Pisces too. So that's good. The focus is going to be at home, at the family. But Pisces can be in their own little world. They live in their own bubble, and that's like a protective mechanism for them. And that can really piss off Tauruses, and it can create tensions. But Tauruses are quite patient. So it's not like as soon as something annoys them or something disturbs them that they're going to, you know, make a big deal out of it. They eat it up, but when that, you know, that patience runs thin, then they explode. And Pisces are like, no. Right. Okay, hold on. Aries is a fire sign, correct. And someone asked about Sagittarius. Sagittarius is also a fire sign. Natalie says, is it possible for a loved one to visit loved ones through nature? For example, my mother passed away 4 years ago, and a few weeks later, my sis had a, yes. Okay, let's jump right in, since Natalie mentioned this. Before I do, hi, Pepe. Is it Pepe? I'm new here, found you through Campfire. But I'm Aquarius. Team Aquarius. Hey, Aqua girl. Do you see Aquarius Gemini lasting? Listen, Aquarius Gemini, they can have a lot of fun together because they're similar and different at the same time. But Aquarians have, let's say, they're a bit weird in the way that they communicate. Geminis want to communicate all the time. They're like, blah, 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 blah. So, like how I did that. So they like to chat. They like to communicate everything, their feelings, everything. And they want their partners to do the same. And Aquarians are like, not right now. Not right now. I'm not in the mood. And that can create a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding. But when both are on the same page, they can have a ton of fun together as a couple. I'll get back to your question, Natalie. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to go through the chat and get your questions, and I will post down below the link if you want to call in. Right. Okay. So, will I be offered it? We can do, if there's time, a lightning reading at the end, but I've left my cards to the side at the moment. To let her go and pass. She sells me feathers. Aquarius, another Aquarius. Woo, woo. Yes, they do send, and I've done videos, I've done lives talking about these, but I'll redo these topics, these lives, so we can talk and you can share your experiences live as well, because a lot of you are new subscribers. So yes, they do. There is a connection, and they find ways to send you signs that they're around. Like Natalie said, through nature, for instance, is one thing. birds, bees, butterflies, dragonflies, white feathers or feathers. You can actually ask your loved ones to send specific signs. You can also choose what kind of signs. I mean, you can ask them to send you a white feather, for instance, okay? And they will, but don't expect it to happen now or in 5 minutes or the same day or the next day. They will do it in their own good time, because they're also, which is a great segue to get to the afterlife, because on the other side, they have work to do, guys. It's not like you die, you go to heaven, the afterlife, the other side, and you're like, woohoo, I'm on holiday now. You know, I'm a soul, I'm a spirit. I don't have my body. I don't have these ailments. I'm not sick. I'm feeling great. No, you still have to work. We all have to work. So, and I'm going to get to that. Right. And then in the meantime, I'm going to post the link for you to call in. There you go. Let me see if I can, no, I can't pin it from here. But anyways, I'll repost it later. Right, well, the afterlife. So they are around us all the time. So what happens is when someone dies, what happens is they are met by their guides, their angels, their guardian angels, and usually a loved one who has also crossed over, a relative, a friend, someone that we're close to. And why? Because when you die, you might not recognize your spirit guide, that they are your spirit guide or they are your guardian angel. You might be confused, especially if it's a sudden and traumatic and very bad death, okay? That's when you're still confused. Your soul is confused because suddenly your soul exits your body, your spirit exits your body suddenly, and you haven't had time to realize what's happening, what is going on around you. So they are there to reassure you and give you that validation that they're around, that you're being loved and you're in good hands. So usually a loved one will come through as well. I don't know if you've had a loved one. I just got goosebumps. Someone's here. I'm just saying, someone's just showing up. But before I go on, I just want to say, hey, to my friend and favorite person, Campfire. Hey, and Shan. Hi, Shan. Thanks for coming, Shan. I've missed you. I missed you, girl. It's been a while. You gave me goosebumps. Yes, you did. We are psychic siblings with Campfire. I have to tell you, everyone, we communicate without even talking, texting. We think the same way. We think the same thing. And then we text each other and it's bam. So he's very intuitive himself as well. And if you are new and you don't know who Campfire is, he has an amazing channel called Campfire Daily. He talks about all hot topics, our favorite trash TV reality shows like The Housewives, Shahs of Sunset, Family Karma. He posts every day regularly, and he's on top of all the hot topics in the news. So go ahead and follow Campfire. Right, so I'm going to go back to talk about a little bit more about what happens. So as I was saying, they're there to reassure us that, hey, you know, I'm here, you're being loved, and I want to guide you. And so I remember what I was saying before, and I got distracted. I'm a typical Aquarius. I get distracted easily. I'm like, I'm like Kathy Hilton. I told you, she's my soul animal. Right, so I don't know if you've noticed, if you've had loved ones that have had dementia or Alzheimer's and they're towards the end of their journey. And a lot of them, a few months or even a few weeks before they pass on, they will start seeing or talking to someone, a loved one that has passed on, deceased loved one. And a lot of people think, oh, you know, they have dementia or Alzheimer's. So that is why, you know, they're losing it. That is why they're seeing them, they're imagining things. They're not imagining things. Most people who have Alzheimer's and dementia are usually their body's here, but the spirit has already, in a sense, moved on and crossed over. So they're able to see things that we're not able to see. They're able to feel things that they're not able to feel. So, and that's what happens. They're able to see who's going to meet them there once, they cross over. The afterlife is very special, everyone. Just so you know, it is a magical place. It is a beautiful place. It is any way that you want it to be. There is no specific description as to what the afterlife looks like. You can be a floating, let's say, energy up in the ethos, up in the universe, and just, work on yourself there and help people, or even psychics like myself and mediums. Or you can choose to have your own home and have animals and pets and donkeys and horses. You can choose to work with animals when you cross over, because you need to do something. It's part of your spiritual evolution, because that is constant. That is constant. It doesn't stop. We incarnate or reincarnate in this world to elevate, level up faster. And to learn things that will take much longer on the other side. And so we create basically the world that we are going to live in there, or we live in on the other side. We even choose who we're going to be around. And these are called our soul family, our soul cycle. These are souls that we choose to reincarnate together. And they're the ones that we are together with on the other side as well. Not everyone in your family in this life are part of your soul cycle. No, that doesn't mean, and it doesn't mean that, if you're part of the same soul cycle with your dad here, that they were your dad in a past life, or that that's the role that you have on the other side. On the other side, we don't have roles. We're all one. We're all part of the same source. There are no roles, there are no titles, there are no levels, there's nothing. We're all together as one, and we help each other, because when you help your soul family, you're helping yourself too. You're developing and you're leveling up too. Let me take a break and see what everyone is saying. All right, so Renee says, my father had dementia, and I assume he would talk to someone who has passed on. My stepdad passed from cancer in 2016. One of the last times he was in a hospital before he was transported home, he called his mom's name who had passed. He died 2 days later. She came to meet him. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, because that is comforting, not just for them, but for you. For you. When you see that, don't think, when you see a loved one who is heavily sick, who's very sick, who has cancer or dementia or Alzheimer's or anything, that they're losing it. They're not. That's clarity. That's clarity, because there's no more veil, because they're getting ready to cross over. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm going to cry. Someone's energy's around me. Minky is a medium. So is a medium, and I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry. But I'm trying to see if I can feel him. Not yet. Someone's here though, but I'm just keeping them at bay so I can do this live, because otherwise I'll be like too focused. Before I get to you, Natalie, I know you're backstage waiting patiently. Also, all for leveling up, being one, and helping each other. If only we could get there in the world. Yes, common thread, absolutely. And this is what everything that we're experiencing right now is all about. It's a slap on the face. It's a wake-up call. And let's remember that. And let's not see everything dramatic and disastrous. Yes, it's stressful, it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, it is just a reminder of who we really are and what we're able to do, because we have a lot more power than we think. Right, so before I go on, I'm just going to bring on Natalie, who is backstage, being so patient. Right, I'm pulling you up. So are you ready?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Okay, let me change there you go.
Okay. The stories were making me want to cry. The woman who was talking about her, the all of the stories, they're making me cry. But I had a okay. So, like I was saying about my grandma, I'll just try to keep it quick. So I believe that my mother was trying to talk to my sister and let her know that everything's gonna be okay, because my older sister that had seen the bird that would visit her, that older sister was estranged from my mother, and they were fighting a lot, just always, because she was kind of rebellious. She did her own thing. And then I think it hit my sister really hard once my mom passed away, because they had just mended their relationship before she passed suddenly. So it made me happy to know, because I believe that my mom was trying to talk to my sister to let her know, look, you're not on your own. I'm here with you. So that made me happy to hear. And then also, 2 or 3 months ago, my grandmother passed away. I was her caretaker and stuff. So it was hard for me, but also I know it was hard for my dad, because he was like the most responsible child or whatever. So she stayed with us. So a couple of days before my grandmother passed away, she knew she was dying, and my dad did too. So he was really stressed out. And then all of a sudden, a little bird had planted a nest right near our door, outside of our house, and it came for a couple of days in a row. And I feel like it was my mom coming to visit my dad and to let him know, like, look, you're single and you're without me now, because she passed away, so you don't have me anymore, but I'm here to let you know that everything's going to be okay. So I just really believe in my heart that my mom came to visit my dad before his mother passed away. So I think that was my mom. Part of me just feels bad that I kind of wish selfishly that my mom had come to visit me, but I had always had a good relationship with my mom. So part of me, even though I'm kind of selfishly jealous that my mom hasn't come to visit me, but she has visited my older sister and my dad, I feel like they needed it more than I did. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. And by the way, who is blonde? Was your mom blonde? Who had a little bit of curl, like hair up to here, curl? Or is that your grandmother?
Okay, so I'm dyed blonde, but my mother had very curly hair, and my grandmother, who passed away recently, she had like white hair, but it wasn't really curly.
Because I see, like, you know how you put rollers underneath just to make them look like that? That's what I see. Like, she's all made up, and I see it, like, I see blonde. I feel like she had like big cheeks. Yeah, I see her. Oh, honey. Oh, she's giving me a big hug to give to you, a virtual hug. Yeah. She's there because I see her cheeks, and her cheeks are so shiny, and so like she has like this really shiny face, and so like a really bright smile, and she's wearing a blue dress, like a light blue polka dot dress. That's what she's like. That's what she comes across.
Blue's her favorite color. It's my favorite color too.
Blue. That's why you're getting the blue birds. It's a sign. It's a message. and I'm trying to see what she's trying to show me. So what is it about the beach? Because she's pointing at the beach.
She absolutely loves the beach. My parents went on their honeymoon to Carmel in California near San Francisco. And she just loved the beach. And yesterday I was shopping and I wanted to redo the living room. There's a large photo of her in our living room, and I bought a beach scenery yesterday to put it next to her picture because I know she loved the beach.
Buy it. She made you buy it. And also, was she were you thinking of doing something on the beach for her, like a ceremony or something when she passed on? Like, was there like a thought about doing something or creating like something with rocks there with her name? That's what she's showing me. So was it that you didn't do in the end, though? It was like a thought.
No, I just, I'm kind of afraid of nature, but I love the beach. I actually, when she passed away, I wanted to send balloons and send them in the air to let her know that I loved her.
She's showing me butterflies, like there's like they're like these like small white flowers, like tiny flowers. I don't have a green thumb, so I'm terrible naming like plants and flowers. So
no, it's
all
okay.
Right?
Her favorite flower was white.
White little flowers that smell really nice. She's showing me
they're called baby's breath. That was her favorite flower.
And she's showing me butterflies, and that's what she's showing. Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. She's so happy right now, but she doesn't want you to cry. She doesn't want you to cry because she's saying there is a reason. She is around you, but there's a reason why she's not making her presence known as much as she has for the rest of your family. And she says, because you're the strongest one. You're more like her.
My dad says I'm exactly like her. I have her, you can't really tell, but I have big cheeks, and people always told me that I look just like her. Even when she passed away, they said, oh my goodness, you look just like her.
You do look like her a lot. Like, the only difference is, I would say this part is not so much. I think that's your dad's side, but because she looks a bit, different, but the rest of it, you look so much alike.
You don't know how much this means to me. Thank you.
I'm so glad you needed this, and everyone who is here today. There's a reason why you either, if you're not a sub and you're new, there's a reason why you've seen this video, you're here today. Maybe there is a message for you. Maybe there's something for you to learn here that will help you with closure. And we all need closure, and you'll get that. And I'm trying to see what else she's saying. She's showing me something yellow, what was it? Okay, she's laughing because I'm asking her, why are you showing me the kitchen? Were you a good cook? She's like,
I tried to, oh my gosh, our kitchen is yellow. It's like from the 70s. The tile is yellow. My mom used to say, get rid of this tile. She'd tell my dad because it's really outdated. It's just all yellow, really old 70s yellow. And I tried to start cooking. I moved home after my mom passed away, and I try really hard to cook, like, and use her recipes. She left a recipe book, and I try to make them, and I want her to be proud.
She's proud because she's laughing at herself, because she's like, everyone thought I was a good cook, but I thought I was a crappy one. That's what she's saying to me. She's like, I don't think, but everyone, enjoyed my cooking, so I wouldn't say anything. That's what she's saying. Like, she's using humor, she's in a good place. She is a bit worried about your dad. She's showing me. What's up with your dad? Is he in depression?
I think so. He's watching TV right now. That's all he does all day is just watch TV.
Yeah, that's what she's showing. She's a bit worried about his mental state right now. She's telling me that he's going through depression. That's why she is around him a lot. You might have noticed that he complains. Does he complain about the AC or the temperature in the room, the heating, the AC? That's because she's around. Like, she's changing the temperature of the room because she's there. She touches him. She's around. Does he watch sports?
Yes, all the time.
She's like annoyed by it. She's like, oh, he would spend hours on TV. Like she's showing me him watching and getting passionate about sports. Your dad.
Yeah, just football.
Football. That's what I see. And she's like, but she's I don't know. She's showing me that he's watching mindless stuff now, like shows that he didn't used to watch. Things that are like,
just stuff on farming. He doesn't farm. Just cars. He has cars, but he doesn't touch them. He'll have the TV on and then watch YouTube. He'll just have to sit in the chair all day.
That's part of his depression, and that's why she's there. But what she's saying, because I've got people backstage waiting, is that
yes, I'm so sorry.
No, of course, don't apologize. It's okay. This is important for you, so we need to do this. What she's saying also is that don't be hard on yourself and don't feel like you did something wrong for why you don't feel her. As I said, she says, you're strong. You're like me. Your dad needs me more right now. And your sister, you have a sister, right? I feel that she is like not only the baby of the family, but I feel like she's the one that she's never had good luck or good fortune in life. Like,
Yes.
So they've always protected her more or have been around her more. But it has nothing to do with love. It has to do with, worrying about her and caring.
She's tried to end her life. So we try to make it easy make sure that she's not stressed. She has a personality disorder and she gets stressed, and she's on medications. She's okay now, but we try to make sure that she's okay. So we put our focus on her.
Is she brunette? Brown hair? Yeah, because I see her right now, and I do see that she's a bit. She's struggling. She's got like straight hair, like up to here,
straight as a string.
I see her. She likes green because I see her wearing like an olive green top.
Yeah.
But I do see that she is struggling a little bit, like to the point that she doesn't communicate well, or she doesn't talk much, or there is something about communication I see. But.
That's true. It's true. That's right.
It's I feel it's going to improve. That's what I'm being shown, that it is going to improve with medication and help. But so don't worry that much. It's just like right now, she's not in a good place right now. And as I see her in olive green, and it's almost like the color of cameo, the cameo color. And there's significance to that, the military and all that. So I don't know, was she very sort of combative? Used to be very combative, and now she's very sort of like lower energy?
Yes, very much so. She was actually married to a veteran, and he was they had a rough relationship, and she's just, she's very explosive, but now she's on medication. She's kind of mellowed.
Yeah, I feel that low energy, but with help, things will improve a little bit. She'll be more herself than she is now. But
thank you so much.
You're given a big hug from your mom, and something about what's your favorite food? Why am I being shown sausages and hot dogs? I don't know, but that's her last message to you.
Well, my dad likes eating chili, like hot dogs and stuff. And my mom she'd drive just her and I to Sonic and go get the long sausage, the little long hot dogs or whatever. It's like a coney.
Go do that. Go do that, and she'll send you a message when you're there or on your way to that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I know there's other people that need help, and I was just going to ask a quick question. I appreciate your help.
It's fine. I'm here. I'm here for you.
Thank you. You have a nice day, Fem.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right. So I'm going to bring on, the backstage is filling up. I'm going to bring on Allison, who's been very patient.
Hi, Fem.
Hi, Allison. How are you? You've been amazing. I'm so glad you made the live.
excited. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to do this live, guys. It's like my energy is like up. I'm so happy to see you, everyone, and touch base and, be with you guys. And
We're so happy you're doing this. So
oh,
happy.
oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. We're family, right?
Absolutely. I can't wait for our one-on-one too. Oh my goodness. Very
Yes.
excited.
That's going to be excellent as well. I'm looking forward to going back to doing private readings. I haven't done them in a couple of months, and I'm like, oh, it's time.
Oh
It's
my
time.
God. Yes, it is. No.
Spirit is driving me crazy. Spirit is all around me these days. They're like sending me signs. I'm getting 1111s everywhere. They're talking
Me
to me.
too. I
See?
see 1111 every day, always.
And you'll see before our reading, you're going to see the signs. It's going to go crazy. Everyone that's had, like most people have had readings with me just before, they've been getting like really in their face, like signs. Like you might get like twos, a lot of like twos, the ones. The other one is the fours as well. So you'll let me know when we have our reading.
Oh, I sure will. Fem, I have a question. I lost my dad in 1988. Oh, just talking about it. And I lost my mom in 2016. I feel my mom. I feel her signs. I truly do. But I don't know how my dad, does he visit me? I don't feel him. And it scares me that, something's happened, or why don't I feel him? Can you
Let
help?
me ask you this. Was your dad a tough man? Like a man of a few words, a bit tough, not very emotional, detached from emotions in real
Not
life?
at all. Not at all.
Okay, that's odd. So I'm gonna try to tap in and ask my guide. I don't feel him. I don't have him, but I'm gonna ask my guides because there is a chance that he's reincarnated, which is why he's not showing up.
Really?
Mhm.
Would you like his name? Would that help you?
I get a George.
It's Leland.
Leland.
And he had a heart transplant.
Oh.
And he died. He went to get an annual checkup and in another state, and he died. While he was there, his heart rejected 100%. And we never saw him again. And
I'm so sorry, Allison.
well, thank you. And it's been a long time.
I know, but you didn't have that closure, and
not at all.
You haven't healed because you haven't had that closure, and you need that closure in order for you to start healing because you have an open wound there.
I do.
And and anything that happens in your life hits in that open wound. So it's not helping you move on with certain aspects in your life, especially emotional and relationships. I'm getting these from my guides. This is what my guides are saying. I do feel that he is, I don't know. Did you have someone, George? Is there a George in your family? Because I'm getting someone called George here. Could be a great uncle, a brother that your dad had who died before your dad. But I have a George.
I don't know who it is. I don't know a George, actually. I'm sorry.
Allison, it's fine. And you know what? If I'm getting a George, it's gonna make sense in the next few days or weeks. Okay. Somebody's gonna come up with George. So and we'll talk about it when we have our reading. We can explore. But what I am getting is that he has reincarnated.
Oh my gosh.
Because I see a child. He's a child now.
Okay.
And I'm getting Spain. That's what I'm getting. So he is still able. We're all able. We have our higher self, right? So he's still able to pop in and out and visit. But because he's not in spirit, it's harder for him to send you those messages. He's able to pop in and check up on you, but not in that sense.
Okay.
So he's a child and he's a smart, what I'm seeing and what I'm being shown is that he is quite a smart young man. He's a boy. He's a child. He's a boy. He's like Mensa level.
Really?
Smart. Yes. That's what I'm getting. And he is like, he's going to invent something major when he grows up. That's what I see about him. But that now they stopped me. That's all they want to show me.
Okay.
So
thank you. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. And we can explore more when we have our reading. We can go deeper.
I'm sorry for crying. It just is so.
Crying is cathartic. Crying is good. I cry. I cry on lives. I cry all the time. It's fine. It's good.
Too. I think of my parents, my mom, my dad. I can just start.
It's good. You need it. If you need to cry, you need to do it. It cleanses the soul. It cleanses your emotions as well. So
thank you.
I hope that helped.
Oh my gosh, so much.
Oh, Allison, you're so sweet. Thank you for calling, Allison. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye. So I'm gonna bring on next is Jody. Hope you're ready. Hi, Jody.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Do you have a question? Is there something I can help you with?
It's probably general. Is it general?
A general question? Or
Yeah.
okay. I'm not doing exactly readings with tarot right now. I'm more discussing about the afterlife and maybe if we have a deceased loved one that comes in that I'm going to channel through. But I mean, is it like a general question around what we're talking about?
Oh, no, it's okay. I read about my pop.
Sorry, can you?
It's not about my pop passing away.
It's about your personal life.
No, my pop. About my pop.
Okay. And what's the question?
About my pop.
I'm sorry, I don't really understand because the sound is a bit off.
About my pop.
Jody, let me just drop here and then I'll bring you back up in a minute because I have a hard time hearing you. I'm sorry. So I'll go to Minky Finky.
Hello.
Hey, Minky Finky. Love the name. How are you?
I'm good today. I'm just having a bad hair day. That's why my picture is up.
It's good. You've got great hair on the picture.
Yeah, that picture. I'm the one that said my late son was and I still is because to me he's still here. He was a medium and he just passed this past January.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm really sorry. That's quite recent.
Thank you. My friends have had encounters with him as far as dreams. Some days I can remember my dreams, and some days I can't, but I can't tell when he's in here. One, I can smell him. Two, my dog acts crazy. And I can just feel him. So that's my main thing is make sure that I just want to know if he's okay.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. I got a name Alan, but I'm not sure that's for you. So it could be for someone else.
Yeah, that's not
me. Sorry?
That's not me.
No, I don't feel that's for you, but I'm just saying what I'm getting. So if anyone else is down there or in the chat that has an Alan, so was your son I feel like your son was very like hippie like very sort of like free spirit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if that's him, because now I'm getting several people. So I'm trying to sort of weed out and just understand which one's your son. So I'm asking him, he was into crystals, right? Because,
Yeah.
yeah, because I feel like he's wearing like a crystal necklace, something like this. Um, like a choker style crystal necklace, I see. But his energy is not very close to me at the moment. It's almost like he is keeping a distance.
That sounds like him. And with the necklace style, I introduced my son to crystals, and I made him pick his very first crystal. And the very first one he picked out was a black tourmaline. It was a necklace.
There you go.
Yes.
Told you, black tourmaline.
Yeah.
Because I do, and it's almost like was he like mischievous a little bit, like, naughty? Because I feel like he's playing around with me right now.
Yes.
Like he's keeping his distance, but he's like enjoying this, and it's almost like he does peekaboos. Like I see like peekaboo, and then he just like drops out, and then comes back in peekaboo, and what I'm being shown is like you are a very strong woman, because he's showing me that you're like a tough cookie, you're a strong woman, and you're handling everything really well. That's what I'm getting.
That's funny. That's him exactly.
Did he
And
play music?
excuse me,
Did he play music?
he loves music.
Like the guitar, he's showing me a guitar. So he's playing it now, actually. But I feel, did he want to learn the guitar? I mean, was it his favorite instrument? Because I'm getting the guitar. Or did he listen to a lot of, like, I don't know, heavy metal or rock music?
The guitarist, he's probably talking about me.
Oh.
I always said I wanted to learn how to play guitar, and I have a guitar sitting right in my corner right now.
Well, there you go. So he's showing me that. Hold on. I keep getting the color brown. So brown. Was he an earth sign?
Yes, he's a Taurus.
A Taurus. I was going to say a Taurus. I feel like Taurus. Very earth sign, and I get brown. So what was it? And I'm trying to understand. Like, in order to get validation from spirits, just to let everyone know, is I asked them to show me how they died, because that's a great way to validate that that's them. And I've asked him to do that, and he is not.
I know. He's not going to. I'm sorry.
He's not. He doesn't want to show me.
Right.
He wants to torture me. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I want to torture you. Ha ha ha. So, what is the brown? What is the significance? I don't know. Was there a cliff? It was an accident, wasn't it?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, because I don't know. I see a cliff. I see it's not clear. He's playing around with me right now. But what he's saying, what he's saying to me, Minky, he's like, why? He's like a little bit annoyed with you, because he's like, why are you going to medium?
Wow. You know what? I talked to someone.
Like, why are you doing this, Mom? Why are you going to medium? You know I'm around. You don't need this woman. That he's a little bit like that. That's what I get, and I don't take any offense.
Well, Phil, I'm gonna tell you.
Heard was.
I talked to someone before, like a week after he died, and you're the second person, and he said the same thing to her, because she said he's telling me, why do you ask me this? Because you already know, and he's right, I do. And for me, it's just confirmation.
There you go. You got your validation that he's right here.
And he's a jokester, and he plays with me. He plays jokes with me all the time.
All the time. I feel it. Now he's touching me. He appreciates me now, but he's not going to say a good word. He's like, yeah, you're good. You're the real deal, but bye. My mom doesn't need you.
That's him.
That's what I'm getting.
That is him. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So there you go. You never know what's gonna come. Like I'm gonna quote Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, death is like like spirit is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I never know what I'm gonna get with them, but I enjoy it. I love doing that.
I say one more thing. I saw it was somewhere I was on, and it does the tarot of the week, and I'm a fire sign. I'm Aries sun, and I'm Aquarius moon. And the card, I forgot what card it was. But anyway, what it was telling me that I should feel sad this week, but get over it. You're gonna have a loved one that comes to you, and you're gonna feel sad. And I already know who this is, but you'll get over it and move it along. And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Good for you. And listen, you're an aqua. We have no, you're like aqua moon, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
That it has to do with your emotion. You're able to detach from your emotions quite easily. You can go in and out of those emotions, and that's a great protective mechanism, and use it.
Thank you. I do. I do.
Good.
I know you have a lot.
Thank you for calling, Minky Finky. I love your name.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. So Pepe is next. Hello. Hi. Oh, the sound's a bit off.
Oh, okay. Let me take off. Can you hear me better now?
Much better. Much better. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I've had 3 people who passed, and I get a lot of butterflies around me.
Oh.
And depending on the color of the butterfly, I feel like I know who it is.
Really? And that's them. That's one way of showing you that we're around, especially when you're down and you think about them. Do you get those butterflies when you're like nostalgic and down and you think about them, and then suddenly you see those butterflies?
Yes.
That's them giving you a virtual hug, love, a spiritual love and hug, just to comfort you through this time.
I guess I wanted to know. My stepdad has been passed for years now, and my godmother and stepmom just passed last year. But sometimes I feel like I don't feel my stepdad as much. And sometimes I feel like maybe I disappointed him, and I just want to know if he's...
You haven't disappointed anyone. Sometimes not everyone, as you've seen from the callers before, not everyone feels their loved ones around, and there is a reason. Could be they've reincarnated, could be that they're busy on the other side. If some of us or some people don't always completely fulfill their soul contract when they reincarnate, which means that when they pass on, they have a lot of work to do. And they don't have the time or the energy, or they're not allowed in some cases. For instance, people who take their own lives, they're not allowed for a very long time to visit us because they have a lot of work to do there, almost like a spiritual therapy in a sense. So it could be the case with your loved ones too, why they're not showing up. So don't take it, because when the time is right for you and for them, they will show up. You will feel them and see them in one way or another. Before I go on, I just want to say thank you to Minky for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So don't force that communication with them in a sense. I feel that you're looking for signs all the time. That's what I'm picking up from your energy, that you're hoping to get those signs. That can be confusing and that can be disappointing when you don't get those signs. You are getting them in the form of butterflies, and you will get them in the form of dreams or songs that, remind you of them. It's going to come, but they also need some time, especially if it's fairly recent, if it's within the last year, and it depends on how they died, what kind of life they've led. There are a lot of factors there that play when it comes to deceased loved ones. But be open, okay? The trick is be open before you go to bed when you're relaxed, and just talk to them. Just say, I'm thinking of you. I want to know you're well. I want to know you're okay. Can you please come to me and show me you are okay? Just that's enough for them to do that, to in their own time, they will show you that they're around. You just have to trust, believe, and have faith. And don't be so overly stressed and overly focused on trying to find the signs. Because the signs are going to be obvious. You're not going to miss them. They're going to be in your face when they come.
I had a hard week last week, and I just kept hearing them say, "We're here. Don't worry, we're here." But I don't know if I was forcing it or if it was really them saying, "We're here."
That's not forcing. That's them. If you hear them, it's not forcing that. It's them. You were actually open enough to hear them. Because there are moments you don't have to be a psychic or a medium, although we're all psychic. Let me just remind everyone. It's just that people are either closed or open. So there are moments when you open up, when your third eye is open, when you open up energetically, and you're able to receive messages and signs. And then you close up again, and then you're like, oh, what happened? Where is everyone? Who turned off the lights? They'll come back on. They'll come back on. I hope that helps.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in.
It does. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Right. Next one is Marcy. But before I go to Marcy, I just want to check the chat. I see Jason is here. Hey, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support. Kempire thinks I'm shading the Tauruses. Where did I see that? Not shading the Tauruses, Kempire, at all. I love Tauruses. My son is a Taurus. I can tell you. Let's talk about, stubbornness. Stubbornness, you haven't met stubbornness until you meet my son. But I'm happy for him because I know he's going to do big things in life in the future. Heart back, Jason. Thanks for being here. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining the chat, joining the live. I'm going to start taking some calls because we have 2 more callers in the backstage. Jody, I'm sorry I missed you. I saw you came back on and then you disappeared again. If you want to call in, please do, because I'm not going to keep this live for too long because I don't want it to be too long. So, Marcy, you're next.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good.
Good. How can I help you today? Do you have any questions?
So I've been feeling my grandmother a lot around me, and I just want to make sure I'm feeling the right thing.
You want to know if you're feeding your grandmother or if it's someone else?
Yeah, or whoever it is that's coming around.
Okay, what do you feel? Okay, perfume. Have you been smelling perfume? Because that's what I'm getting.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like out of the blue, when you're home alone and suddenly you smell that faint roses.
Yeah.
She liked roses. Did your grandmother like roses or like rose-scented perfumes?
I'm not too sure.
Because that's what she's showing me.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting, and I'm trying to see what else. Why do I see, did she like to play cards, like bridge or cards with her friends? She's showing me playing cards. Let's figure out if it's her grandmother, right? It could be another relative. Yeah. I feel like, did you have a great aunt that passed as well around the same time or the same year?
A great aunt? No. I did have 2 aunts that passed after my grandmother.
Okay. Okay, were they close?
Yeah, yeah.
All of them, because that's what I'm getting. But I feel that the person that I'm seeing or feeling, and again, from a distance, not close, is an aunt and not your grandmother. So
Okay.
there is a big chance that you're feeling your aunt rather than
Okay.
your grandmother. And I'm trying to figure out now where your grandmother is. Where is she? What's she doing? But do I feel like your grandmother was a woman of few words? She wasn't someone who would chat a lot or open up a lot or, explain things. Or is that your aunt? But I kind of feel that that's your grandmother.
No, that sounds more like my grandmother.
Yeah, it does sound like your grandmother because it's like more far away. It's like more distant. Your aunt was almost like a protector to your grandmother, and that's why I felt great aunt. And I wasn't sure if they were sisters, but I do feel on a spiritual level, on a soul contract level, that your aunt, one of them, she has dark hair, that she's dark short hair. Like she's got quite a masculine energy about her. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like she was like a protector for your grandmother in a sense. Okay. And this is what's happening on the other side. They're part of the same soul family, soul cycle. And what else am I getting? It's very interesting because it's almost like it's protected. It's like protect. They're not really letting me in. What happened? Something happened. What happened to your aunt? Did she have a freak accident? But I feel like her death was a bit
Yeah, she did have a freak
odd.
accident.
Yeah, it was odd. It wasn't something that you'd expect someone to. And for that, and there's a bit of darkness there. Was there darkness in her life? Or was she married to someone who was dark? There's darkness there. That's what I'm feeling. And that's why she's very protective of her spirit and her energy. Did she get along with your mom?
My aunt? No.
No,
Well,
your grandmother.
Yeah, they got along well.
Was there some kind of fight, fallout before the accident?
No.
All right, because I feel something there. Could be your aunt as well. It's very mixed, but I do see that your grandmother it's almost like she doesn't want to come through. Not just for me, but for anyone. It's almost like she's still trying to figure some things out. And that's why probably what you're feeling is not your grandmother, but your aunt. She's like stepping forward for her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I do see, and that's significant, and you'll be noticing it more now. The perfume, the rose-scented perfume, and roses. I'm being shown roses. So keep that as a sign. And it will be more obvious for you, definitely, especially now. But I see your aunt, like, as I said, she has short, dark hair, almost black, like really dark brown, and like black even, I'm going to say. And she was very, very masculine energy, very dynamic, very strong, but too strong sometimes. That's why it was like hit or miss with her, with people. They either liked her or they didn't. If that makes sense. Because that's the energy I'm picking up right now.
Okay.
All right. Hope that helped.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for calling. Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Right. Common thread, it's your turn. And we're almost up with time. I don't want to make this too long. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Oh, we missed you. It's so good to have you back. There's so many
Aw.
of us who just love what you're doing for us and for the world. So I just had to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I love to hear it too, because I missed you too. And I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God, I've let everyone down. Oh no,
My
but I'm
husband and I love watching you, and we love Empire First too, not Banana. But anyway, I'm calling with regards to him because he's not available. Um, he he has been devastated by the loss of his father in 2017, and he wants to know, how he is, if he's around, and also how his last few days were.
of your father-in-law.
Yeah, my father-in-law.
Okay, I'm trying to see. Did he have a mustache?
Yeah, he did actually, especially in his younger days. I mean, he had a bit of
I was
facial
gonna say
hair.
when he was in his younger days, because
Oh,
I
he was
see him with
quite
a
good
mustache.
looking. Yes, yes. That was his style.
Yeah, I know. And that's, sometimes or a lot of times they show up in their, youthful selves. So when they felt they were at their best, appearance wise. So I don't always see them at the age they were when they passed on. I sometimes see them younger. I can even see them as kids. So it
Oh,
depends what
that's
they want. Depends what they want to
right.
show me.
Well,
Um,
yes, I didn't get to meet him before he passed. However, we liked it that way because we don't think he would want me to see him like that. He was quite a guy when he was younger too. So.
but was he in bed? Because I see him lying in bed, like
Yes,
for
yes,
for a long time. So he was bedridden. That's what I see, and I see tubes and stuff like that. So was he at home though?
he was at home. Yeah,
Yeah, because I
that's
see
correct.
like what I see is not a hospital room. It's like a
No,
home. Yeah,
but he
and
he he did have a trach from a previous time he was at the hospital. So
he had
he
a
didn't
what?
use
Sorry?
it. A tracheostomy, a
Oh,
trachea.
a tracheostomy. Okay, got it. Okay, and he didn't use it, but what I see there, what happened? Because I see him, he was very sharp, like it was, and
Yes.
suddenly something happened, and then it's almost like the light switched off, like
Right. Well,
gone.
he did have throat cancer for a while.
Okay.
But I mean, it just went on for so long, but we're not quite sure what happened in the last few days. We're just curious
Let me see.
how it was for him. And
He was gone 2 days. Why do I see two? 2 days before he was already gone. Like his spirit was already gone. That's what he's showing me.
okay.
He wasn't in pain. You guys think that he was in pain or he was suffering, but he's saying that he had left his body and he wasn't really feeling anything.
Oh, that's so
So that's
wonderful.
because he does feel and see you guys talking about it or worrying about it. That's what
I'm
he's
sure
showing.
he does. He didn't miss much from what I understand. He was the quiet type. You know how they are.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah, that's what I get. But I don't know. I see him in like striped pajamas. Like I think they're
yeah,
like gray or like blue striped pajamas. I think that's what he was
yeah,
wearing when he passed on.
right.
Um,
I've seen those. Yeah.
that's how he shows up, and he's very fun. Like I see, he used to be very fun. He's showing me like he was like the life of the party, and that's exactly the energy he's showing me, and I'm picking up on the other side as well. Very fun, bubbly, life of the party. He's showing me he's smoking.
Well, he wouldn't stop.
He can smoke now and not care. you
I
know.
know.
That's what he's saying, because he tells me that everyone used to tell him off about his smoking.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah. So and he would smoke secretly
He
because
did,
he
yes.
wouldn't like the nagging. So and he's
Yeah.
so, and now he's like, I'm just gonna smoke.
You know, that warms my heart so much, because that's just fabulous. You know, good for him.
He's in a good place. He's in a very good place. He is on a bike right now, and he's like, "Look, I'm biking. I'm cycling." Like he has a comedic aspect, of, like
He
a
does.
comedic thing about
Yeah.
him, and he's like all over the place. He's jumping around, things like that, and he's fist bumping your husband. That's what I see.
Oh.
Fist bump your husband.
Oh
It's
my
something he
gosh.
said he had no idea what a fist bump was. He says, I had no idea what a fist bump was or what this new generation is all about, but fist bump.
I absolutely love it. You know, I had a feeling this was the reality of what's going on with him, because, you know, he had a rough life. He always had a good spirit. And I'm like, hey, I'm sure now he's making up for last time. So thank you so much.
He's happy-go-lucky. So tell that to your husband, fist bump. And
Oh
he's like in my face with a long cigarette. Long, you know, one of those like old ones, like
oh,
the
well,
olden
he's
days
very
when you
into
used to have like these.
Hollywood. He's a movie guy, and he, you know, was an extra
That's
in a
why
lot
he's
of
having a
movies.
filter in the
Yeah.
long, because he's in my face, blowing rings of smoke in my face. And I'm
I
like,
can
okay, we
picture
get it. We get what's his name? Does his name start with a B?
That's what he called. My husband called him Bashom, which
But I was gonna say Bernard or Bush. I couldn't pronounce
no,
it. So yeah.
it's like a casual name, kind of like Buddy. He's, you know, it's I don't know the language as well, but yeah. So that's beautiful that it wasn't even, you know, his, you know, given name. It was the name that he was called. So that's beautiful.
So we have validation, and yeah,
I love it.
That's so.
Keep
You can,
keep it up. Much love to you, and
much love to you.
gratitude.
Much love to you. Thank you for calling.
Oh, you're gonna make his life. Thank you so
Good,
much.
I'm happy. Say hi to him. Hi, husband. Right, Jody, and Jody is the last one backstage, and we're gonna take this call, and then we're gonna round it up. Jody, I hope we can hear you better now. Hi.
Well, I'll put headphones on. Might be. I know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you again. The line's not perfect. Maybe you can come closer. Are you using pods or earphones or something?
Yeah, now I am. I put them in.
Because I feel that that's kind of like, it's not very clear, and my sound is on high volume. But anyways, we will give it a go.
Okay. I just want to check with my pop or men.
You're in a call?
No. I do. If you see, is my pop around on my nan?
Your pop or your nan? Okay, let's see. Do you feel them?
No.
Your nan. So I think, was she the one who passed out? Like, was she the first one to go?
Yeah.
She was a tough lady, I'm seeing, if that's her and that's yours. Like, that's what I'm getting. Did she have gray hair?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your nan. All right. Who liked fishing?
My pop.
Oh, your pop. So there, okay. I need to validate. I need to, you know, I need, when I ask these questions, is because what I see, I have to make sure that they're your people. Because sometimes they gate crash. spirits gate crash because they know that I can see them and feel them and they just come in and they just take over. And I don't want that. So I need to make sure that these are your people. Okay. Because I see them. All right. So who did they live on an island, or was your pop from an island?
They live on a farm.
They lived where?
On a farm.
On a farm. Okay. But he wasn't from an island, because I do feel that the water element is quite important for him, especially. I feel that your nana's more grounded. You know, she's closer to nature. She wasn't really a social butterfly. She wasn't really, someone who was into the social aspects of things. That's what I'm getting. Like, she was more closed, closed personality, closed person. Yeah, but what happened there? Because I feel that was it your pop who had a sudden death?
Yeah, he did.
Like an accident type of thing.
Yeah, he himself.
Okay. And your Nana, I think, did she have an autoimmune disease?
No.
Because that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. But she wasn't really, I feel that her health wasn't her priority generally. Like, she wouldn't go to the doctors, She was like a little bit in denial about certain things. When she was in pain, she wouldn't express it. She wouldn't go visit a doctor. She was a tough lady, She didn't want to admit things. She was very stubborn, I feel. But I'm asking them why they're not around you or what's going on there. And they're like, they're giving you your space. Are you going through something right now? Are you going through big changes? Okay. Yep. And they're saying that they're giving you the space that you need because they don't want to throw you off by showing up or sending you messages or just making you feel them. They want you to stay focused on this transition that you're going through right now. And especially your pop, he's more of a sensitive soul, I feel. But that's what they're showing me. And they're telling me to tell you that don't have your doubts about what's happening now. It's meant to happen. And in the long run, it's a good thing.
Okay.
So I don't know what is happening. Is it in your personal life?
Yep.
Yeah, they're showing me. Okay. But as tough as it may seem, and I feel that you have your ups and downs, I feel like there are moments where you manage very well, and then there are moments where you crash emotionally. It's part of that, it's part of that journey. You have to keep going, and all this is meant to happen. Okay. And it's meant to happen because it has to push you out of this funk, let's say, that you've been in for a while. I'm seeing 5 or 15.
Okay, yep.
5 years, 5 months, 15 months. That's what I'm getting. That it's been going on. So they're not showing me how long this is going to continue until you settle down and you find peace and calm. But you're getting there.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good. Glad it helped. And thank you for calling, Jody. I hope I see you again, because we have to round this up, guys, because it's been an hour and a half. But thanks for calling. See you soon. Celeste, I know you're backstage. We can do a quick one. I'm not going to take any more callers right now, but because Celeste's backstage, if it's a quickie, we'll do that, and then we'll just round it up. Hi, Celeste.
Hi, how are you?
I hear you loud and clear. Love it. I'm good.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. My sister actually sent you an email, and hopefully we can do a reading sometime in December. That would be great. But I'm actually calling because my uncle recently passed away, and he's one of 11 children that my grandmother had. And some of my aunts and my mom as well have been having a really hard time with his departure. So I was just wondering if he's all right and if he had any messages that he would like me to relay.
Was he losing his hair? Was he bald?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I see him. And he's wearing a blue shirt. A nice guy.
Yeah.
A bit, I'm going to say a bit socially awkward sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, not always, depends on the occasion. He's giving me a smile, but it's one of those shy smiles. He's also a little bit shy, I feel. Or like introverted, that's the better word.
Yep.
He's working. He says he's doing a lot of work on the other side, things that he wasn't able to do here. Mom, I hear mom. Was
Oh
he close
my God.
to mom?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, because I hear mom. It's almost like, oh my God, yes. All right. I'm feeling very emotional right now. You have to ask her. You have to ask her this, but he's calling mom. She hears that at night as well, like between dream state and consciousness. So
Okay.
I hear mom, like from far away, from a distance. He feels he disappointed her. There was something going on, and he feels that he disappointed his mom, and that he never had the chance to make amends because he's crossed over. So that's troubling him.
Yeah.
He is a bit anxious about that.
Oh boy.
And he has quite an elongated face, I see. Like he's, like an oval face, no hair, blue. He loves blue. Blue is the theme of the day today. A lot of spirits love blue today.
My aunts post like pictures on Facebook. I have an aunt especially that is taking it really, really, really hard. And the picture she posts a lot, he has like a blue shirt on the picture.
Because I see like a light blue shirt. He likes blue. He's wearing blue jeans underneath, so he's full on like in blue. And it's his mom. He's a bit, and she feels that. That's why she wants to hear this message. Because before I go on, thank you, comment thread. Thank you. Oh my God, wow, you're super generous. Thank you. You don't have to, guys. You don't have to. Of course, you're welcome to, but you don't have to send me super chats. Right, back to you. And so I feel that he's very nervous about this, about the thing about your mom, because he feels that he wasn't able to make amends or to.
My mom or my grandmother?
Your mom.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Oh. Whew.
Okay, does this make sense? Because I'm just just telling you what he's showing me and sending me.
Yep.
And so this is an issue, and that's why he visits a lot.
Oh my God.
But the energy, and especially in her dreams, and the energy I get is very much like all over the place. Like that's how she feels. Does she feel sometimes like a little bit antsy, and she doesn't know why?
Yes, I think it's also because she's a Gemini. So sometimes
I'm not going to say anything about Geminis. I said I'm going to stop shading Gemini.
My mom, when he passed on, I was telling her that I feel like he was gone even before he passed away. I don't know if that's true, but that's just something in my head kept telling her like he needed to go and he's in a better place. And she had a really beautiful dream, and she really thinks that it was him like saying
No.
his goodbye.
He's showing that he comes to her dreams. So he visits. There are visitations. And he's always around. There's a special room. There's some kind of room. There's a small, like, I don't know, a pantry or a little storage room that he's at. Like that's his portal. That's how he comes in and out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow.
Okay. So that's where probably you will feel a lot of energy or change in temperature as well. That's what he's showing me. But generally, I just feel that, I feel sad and happy at the same time. That's how he's making me feel. Like I feel sad because that's how he feels, that he's not there with you guys. But at the same time, I feel that he's happy because he was a bit tormented in life.
Oh,
he was going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He was struggling.
Yeah.
So it's bittersweet a little bit, but he is saying that he's in a good place. And he says he has better dress sense now than he did when he was here. Telling you what he's telling me. Maybe he got picked on about his dress sense. I don't know. But that's what he's saying.
Oh Jesus. Thank you.
So that's what I get, and that's what you should relate to your mom as well.
I will. I'm gonna do a group chat with some of my aunts and my mom, and
Good.
hopefully, it can help them heal. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, right. Before we go, I just want to say hello to my other friend. Up and Adam is in the house. Thank you so much for the support, Adam. Thank you to see you. I'm so happy to see you here, and Jason, and of course, Kempire, my favorite men, my favorite YouTube creators. Everyone's here. I mean, I'm so happy I started doing these lives because I missed you all. And I do see that a lot of you need some closure and you need a little bit of help and support with your grieving process and with understanding, your spiritual presence and other spiritual presences. It's getting late. I'm losing it. And I'm glad I did this, and I do promise and I do commit once a week that we'll be doing these lives, and you can come on and ask me anything. We can do readings. You can ask me anything astrological, anything spiritual, anything that you feel that will help you understand better your own personal journey. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. I'm so happy everyone's here. You're enjoying the live, and this helped. Thank you, Angel Love. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. You don't know. I started this a year ago, basically. Well, I started my channel a year and a half ago, but I started doing these live readings. I started with Up and Adam on his channel, where I said, let's do lightning readings, because I wanted to reach out to as many people as possible to help people and to understand, and for people to understand spirituality and how they can feel more empowered through enlightenment and spirituality. And it's reached where it's reached right now. I hope it's going to grow. I have big plans for the future, and you're all going to be part of it, and I appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share this video if you think it might help someone that you know. And see you all very soon, guys. Thank you. Till next time. Bye.